So one of the things that Tupperware does for me that saves me some money and some time is coffee. It also saves me some heartburn, let me tell you. The cold brew carafe is a way to make cold brew coffee or tea. So if you're a tea drinker, not a coffee drinker, this is totally useful for you too. I use it all summer long to make iced tea. You can also warm up the tea, and you can also warm up the coffee that you make with your cold brew carafe. It is made of plastic. This is the same plastic as the rest of our Clearly Elegant line. It's very attractive, looks like glass, but it is a non-breakable. It won't shatter when you drop it on the floor, if that happens, if you're butterfingers like I am sometimes. It comes with the filter insert. So this has a couple of lines. So here's one, and here's the second one here. And if you're making coffee or tea, you're going to fill it to one line or the other depending on what your end product you want it to be. So if you're filling it to here with coffee grounds, you're making regular strength coffee. And if you fill it to the second line, which is what I like to do, you're making cold brew concentrate. So you need to use coarse ground coffee. So you can get that at the store. Some like coffee shops or whatever will grind coffee beans for you. You could go to a grocery store where they have a grinding machine in the aisle where the coffee beans are. You can buy coffee. It's harder to find pre-ground coffee that's coarse grind, but it can be found. Or you can do what I like to do, and I like to use one of the sonic choppers. This one is the medium size. It's called the Sonic Chopper Tall. And it's got 3 blades, 2 of which have an angle downward. I'm not sure if you can quite, let me see what angle I can get you at there. Can you see that that's a little bit angled downward? So that pushes the ingredients or pulls them down to the bottom blade, so everything gets nice and chopped evenly. These save me a lot of time as well. I use the smaller ones for chopping onions and garlic, for coffee beans, for chopping nuts, lots of stuff, smoothies. This is a great size for smoothies as well if you're making a quick smoothie. The larger one I love to use for dips, larger batches of fruits and vegetables if I'm chopping them up. I use it a lot when I'm canning. So in the fall when I was making like green tomato relish and salsa verde and all that stuff, all my tomatoes and onions and peppers were going into the big chopper to get chopped up. And they don't require electricity, which is nice. So you can use these if you're out on the go, if you're at a picnic. It's just, power of your arm. They're safe as long as you have the lid on top. They're a safe way to get kids involved in the kitchen too. They like to pull the cord. It's super fun. Okay, I think that's about as much as I need. This is gonna probably be kind of noisy. So I like to buy my coffee beans at Costco. And I got the big, it's like a 907 gram bag of the Kirkland brand espresso, because I like that nice dark rich espresso bean, and it fits really nicely in my basic bright round container there. So I've got like about 8 scoops. These are also Tupperware scoops. These sometimes come in like little tiny treasures packs, are available every once in a while, and I believe they're a 1/4 cup measurement, which is handy. So I put them in my Sonic Chopper Tall. Get the top on. Now this is gonna be noisy, so I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna give it a bunch of pulls, and I'm gonna grind this up so that it's a fairly coarse grind. Coarse, but I think it could be a little bit finer. I want to make sure I get a good brew. Pre-making your coffee or cold brew the day before is like giving yourself a present tomorrow. My partner doesn't drink the cold brew. I drink it because I love it. But he still likes to use the old drip coffee maker, and I just take my ready-made cold brew concentrate. I add my cream. I pop it in the micro pitcher and put it in the microwave for like almost 3 minutes to get it nice and hot, ready to go. And he's still like measuring out the grinds for his coffee maker, waiting on his drip coffee. So I think I'm winning in that scenario. All right, I think we are good. I'm gonna take the blades out and I'm just gonna pour these into here. It should fill to, if I measured correctly, it should fill up to the second line, which is what I'm aiming for. I want cold brew concentrate. Oh yeah, I way overestimated. That's fine. It's really full, but that's okay. I like it strong. So some of the benefits of the cold brew process include that the coffee is a little bit smoother. It's less bitter. It's less acidic, which is one of the things that helps for me and my heartburn problem. It's also got a little more caffeine than hot brewed method coffees. So if you like a little extra kick, that's what you get from cold brew. So I'm gonna start filling through the coffee grounds with my filtered water. There she goes. Can you see? Let me bring you down a little. So we're going through the filter and it will settle. I kind of let it drip through a bit and then I will like give it a shake to get the coffee grounds all throughout the filter there. So give it a little go. And this will sit on the counter overnight. I let it go. I mean, I'm making it now. I probably won't empty it until tomorrow morning when it will be ready. I'm just gonna let that settle in. So some of the air bubbles in there will sort of work themselves out and I might add a little more water to it in a few minutes, but that's basically good to start brewing. And then tomorrow I will have coffee ready. It's the gift I'm giving my future self. So